Unless you haven't been on the internet recently and this is somehow the first thing you clicked on in the past couple of days, you've probably heard that the first trailer for Avengers Infinity War is here. And if this is the first you're hearing about it, first of all, that's a little weird, and second of all, you should go watch it. With the movie coming out in May, hype is just gonna get crazier and crazier. So today we're gonna take a look at Avengers Infinity War theories crazy enough to be true. If this is your first time on Screen Rant, you can hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to stay up to date with our videos. If everybody makes it out alive of Infinity War, it's gonna be pretty disappointing. Not that we want to watch the characters we love die, but Thanos is supposed to be like the big threat. If he doesn't take some big players out, then whoever will. It sounds like if he does take a big player down, it might be Captain America. Now some people will say, no, Chris Evans still has 2 movies in his contract. Cap can't die. Well, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that doesn't mean he's gonna survive the next movie. If he appeared in Avengers 4 during flashbacks or dream sequences or something, that could count as his final film even if his character is dead. Also, seeing somebody else other than Steve Rogers take on the role of Captain America in Avengers 4 is the perfect setup for future movies. Like I just mentioned, Thanos is probably gonna kill some peeps, and there's a lot of debate about who that will be and how he'll do it. But there's also a theory going around that he's just straight up gonna kill everyone. Everyone. All of the ones. Now you might be thinking, okay, but that'll be the end of the MCU. Not necessarily, because there's a way we know it can be reversed. And that way is pretty strange. You get it? You get it because of the character. Anyway, essentially the theory is that Thanos will kill everyone just like we've seen in a Vision, but that Doctor Strange will use the Time Stone to reverse it. But if that happens, Marvel has to be really careful with that, because that solution could pretty much be used for any problem down the line. The MCU would become a superhero version of Edge of Tomorrow because they can just try stuff again if they die. That would get old pretty fast. Speaking of dead people coming back to life, there's a theory that Thanos will actually bring all the defeated villains back from the dead to fight by his side against the Avengers and the people of Earth. Kinda hope that's not the case though. It's no secret that Marvel doesn't have the most compelling villains. Not sure that getting them all into a room together is gonna help that much, but they might do it. Loki is a trickster, it's kind of his thing. But how many times are we gonna see the storyline of Loki kind of helping, but then turning his back on people, but being charming and coming back again? That's been going on since we know Loki. That is Loki. So wouldn't it be nice if Loki finally made things right once and for all? Judging by the trailer, it looks like he's gonna be working with Thanos. That would put him in a good position to bring him down. And yeah, he'd probably die in the process. But that might be the perfect way to wrap up Loki's story arc. To have him finally sacrifice himself for Thor and actually give his life this time around, and not just pretend to be Anthony Hopkins. Spoiler alert for Thor Ragnarok if you haven't seen it, but the implication at the end of that movie is that maybe we won't see Bruce Banner again. In the movie, he said that if he turned back into Hulk, he might not be able to turn back into Bruce Banner again. And then he does turn into the Hulk again, but not before falling from super way up and not looking alive at all. Now that the Infinity War trailer's here, we know that Banner is still alive, but there's a theory that maybe he won't be for long. Mark Ruffalo has said that he doesn't think there's gonna be a Hulk solo movie, and unless they incorporate a World War Hulk storyline into somebody else's movie, we're not sure what they do with him now that he's back on Earth. Also, there's a theory that Thanos might take control of the Hulk and use him against the Avengers. That could lead to the Avengers having no choice but to take him down for good. And that does it for today's quick list. Let us know in the comment section what you think of these theories and what you think will happen in the movie. If you're watching this on Facebook, you can hit that link to jump over to YouTube and subscribe. Thanks for watching.